All right, my loves. So we are back after a ton of tech issues, glitches, all the things from the last 6 months, and Dark Night of the Soul, everything else that was kind of happening. And I'm back to share with you, and I'm so freaking excited about that because creation and life force energy literally is meant to move through our bodies. And so creating content is one of those ways that I allow all that life force energy to flow through me and to move out into the world. And when I have resisted that, stopped it, shut it down, it has not served me well. It has left me feeling stagnant and heavy, extra weight on my body, like all these things that happen when we stop the connection or stop the life force or just stop showing up. Okay. And yes, technical glitches and issues are very overwhelming for those of us who have a hard time navigating the tech world at times. Okay. And so I just want to say that and address that. And that I've discovered a few things that I can do for my computer that I didn't know before. And so glad to be back on Substack. And to be honest, I got a message on Monday from someone who had seen some of my previous videos and writings and reached out and said the most beautiful message to me, sent the most beautiful message, and said the most beautiful words. And it was such a huge reminder of when people discover your content and it hits them and they can relate to it, what that does for another person. Okay. It brings us so much joy as creators, of course. Like we have to be creating, right? Like that is like what we're here to do. But then when someone else receives it and it really hits home for them and they message you and say, oh my God, please keep creating your content. And, all these other beautiful things, like you're an empath with high intelligence and other things that he was saying, like that really kind of lit my fire again and sparked me to get back on here. Okay. And so all that being said, I just want you also to like move a little bit today, a lot of it actually, and to remember to dance, my loves, okay? Because dancing literally is what opens back up that sacral center, our creative center, and like allows things to flow through. So when I'm at the gym, when I'm out walking, there's like this flowy energy that's moving through me, that's meant to be moving through me and getting out into this world. Okay. Whether I'm like visioning out in my mind or setting intentions or starting the creative process, which all begins in the mind and all begins in our imagination, right? And then coming on to either share that with you or to take an action step in whatever direction that is. But allowing this energy to move through us is so crucial. Creation is pure life force energy, my loves. Okay. And I want to say, like, especially for women, like we are here to like embody all of that energy, to be with it, to move it, to create with it, to make babies with it, to make love with it, like all this stuff that we are freaking here to do in the world. Okay. And so and you can call in like extra help and support, like it's like sometimes we think we need a break from it or we think we need a pause from it. But when it's your life force and it's what you're meant to be doing, like you don't ever really need a break from that or a pause from that. You might need a break from other people or a pause from the world or a pause from being so seen and so out there. But like every day you're going to want to write. Every day you're going to want to create in some form or fashion, whether you share it with the world or not. Because again, creation like is freaking who we are, my friends. Okay. So a reminder to move, to do those infinity hip circles, to allow that energy to move through you and to please go over to my YouTube channel because I'm creating more content over there as well. I'm also on Instagram, but I'm really, I believe, meant to start pouring more into this Substack platform. And so I would love to hear from you. Comments, questions, insights below. Thank you, dear God, so much for being here. I'm so grateful for this life. It was a beautiful sunrise this morning. Walk, work out, and now I'm ready to put some other things in motion. So thank you again so much for being here. I hope this sparks your creative ability, your life force, your knowing of what you're here to do in this world, the beauty that lives within you, and everything else that you are here to do and be and live with your precious time here that we have. So much love, many blessings, y'all, and I'll see you all again very soon.